What you dream is what you get. Anything can happen. Following the big beat. If your dreams haven't happened yet, you just keep dreaming. Following the big beat. And they call me Yellow Jacket, 'cause I never run away. I'm Yellow Jacket, come a long way to find the big beat. I left home on a summer's day, took off with the queen of the freeway, following the big beat. I used to think that the world was bigger, out among the saints and the sinners, following the big beat. And they call me Yellow Jacket, 'cause I never run away. I'm Yellow Jacket, come a long way to find the big beat. You and me, we're running behind, following. You and me, oh, running behind, flying on out. I got stuck in Honeytown. Truth is where you find it, following the big beat. Sugar cane and coming down, I learned to like it, following the big beat. And they call me Yellow Jacket, 'cause I never run away. I'm Yellow Jacket, come a long way to find the big beat. You and me, we're running behind, following. You and me, we're running behind, following. You and me, we're running behind, following. You and me, we're running behind, flying on. What you dream is what you get. Anything can happen. Following the big beat. Following the big beat. Following the big beat. Following the big beat.
Wonderful to see everybody. We'll be going back and forth because you might notice there's a height difference between us. It's a prerequisite, I think. Remember Christine? Very tall. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. We're really pleased to be here with you tonight. My name's Jennifer Reddy. My pronouns are she, her. Thank you.
My name's Lucy Maloney and my pronouns are she and her. And welcome to the 2026 OneCity AGM. What a night it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, AGMs.
How many of you remember being at the Britannia Community Center for an AGM? A couple of you. There was about that many of us there, so that's good. That checks out. So before we begin, we want to acknowledge that we're on the unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. We do our political work, our professional work, and all of our work here on behalf of communities that are here today and in the future. And to help us start this night off properly, we're very pleased to have Musqueam Councillor Alec Guerin to help welcome us to the lands.
Na siam na siye tolnaka quanisquich tanitanat Musqueam. Ait tana squalawan quans e quatsnala. Heit sepka a swallet quathami hu e tana hunand. Amid sep quat huilum e tana Musqueamat tammo. Tishu amets tas hunt caminum gun. Siatolitzen heichka. My friends and relatives, my ancestral name is Tolnaka, my English name is Alec Guerin, and I'm from Musqueam, where I'm an elected councillor. It brings me really good feelings to be here with you all this evening for a couple of reasons, but first, a question. Who's received a Musqueam welcome before? Good number of you. Who's received a Musqueam welcome from me before? Some of you, cool. I did see some familiar faces when I walked in, so most of the people who kept their hands up are just like my friends. Those of you who had your hands up the second time are going to hear some repeat, but the first reason that I'm happy to be here is that my people have been the guardians of the mouth of the Fraser River since time immemorial. What that means is if people want to come in, access the lands, the waterways, the resources, they had to first come through us. And if they were coming with open hearts, open minds, willingness to follow the laws of the land, then we would welcome them. One of my ancestors would even go out to the shores and share words of welcome in Hunt Communum, not dissimilar to the ones I just shared with you. When you receive a Musqueam welcome, it's not just a land acknowledgement. I don't come out here and acknowledge my own territory, right? It's not just a land acknowledgement, but it's not just a simple act of reconciliation. It's a continuation of the laws of my people. So it's a real honor and privilege to be able to do a small piece to continue that work. The second reason I'm happy to be here is the same reason you all are. I'm imagining that I'm in a room full of political nerds. Sick. I've probably taken up more time than I should, but I'm excited to be amongst you. The upcoming elections are more important than ever. The world as we know it has been changing. There is strife, there is divide. People are struggling once again to be seen as basic human beings with basic human rights. And so to vote at every level is so important. And so to vote within your party to have the best possible person leading you is important. And I know that there's the big announcement tonight. So with that, I'll just say it's my great honor and privilege on behalf of my ancestors, my elders, and my people to welcome you to the unceded territory of the Hunt Communum speaking people of Musqueam. Have a wonderful evening. This is a very exciting night. Haitsep Kasim Messiah.
Thank you, Alec. Let's thank Alec one more time. I think a lot of us are arriving here with pretty heavy hearts and recognizing the impact of our communities and our families and where we live, always, but especially today. So we'd like to invite folks into a moment of silence. We want to acknowledge the actions that have taken place at Tumbler Ridge. And specifically in times that do bring about despair, we want to remember why we come together, why we gather, why we continue to make space to build connections, but also that it's really important for us to keep up these efforts to show up and share our values and show up for each other. Now more than ever, we need each other to lean on. And we need to know that our friends, our neighbors, people in this room, people outside of this room, our families, are in our corner for all of us. So I'd like to invite you to join me and Lucy in a moment of silence for the families, the community, and municipality impacted at Tumbler Ridge. Thank you. I really appreciate being able to do that with all of you. And please, take care of yourselves and take time just to process what's happening and look out for each other. We're here for a good reason, and we want to keep this spirit going. It's so important that we're here together. So thank you for that. We also want to acknowledge that we find this AGM in February, which is also Black History Month. And that brings with it so many opportunities for learning, community connection, and contribution as well. So please look out for organizations like Ethos Lab, who have actually designed so many efforts to center Black youth in design of science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, which often aren't places where Black youth find themselves as leaders and representative in large numbers. So reach out to groups like Ethos Labs. They're right in Vancouver and doing some excellent work for young people, and an opportunity to show your support for Black History Month even after February. So please be sure to do that and keep that spirit going. We want to also read out the OneCity value statement. If you've been to an AGM before, you know that there's a lot of thought and heart that goes into it, and Lucy's going to lead us off with it.
OneCity acknowledges that we live and do our political work in Vancouver on the traditional unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. We recognise that the racist and violent practices of colonisation have had devastating impacts on these communities, and that their effects continue to this day. The ongoing resistance of and victories achieved by Indigenous communities offer us vital lessons about how to do our own political work that align with principles of social justice and reconciliation. We voice our solidarity with these resilient communities. Our focus is on environmental and climate justice, a sustainable economy, social justice, affordability and equity. We believe our social and cultural lives should be integrated with our political lives.
We are committed to transparent and cooperative decision-making. We may disagree, but we view disagreements as opportunities for strengthening our understanding of one another's perspectives and as moments to build our organization.
We practice respectful and positive engagement. We recognise that we are all learning and that we always have something to learn from one another.
We want to build diverse and equitable communities in Vancouver. We embrace each other's differences in experience and perspectives and see this as a strength in building an inclusive community.
We are a progressive voice for people and communities. We strive to create an environment that welcomes participation and engagement from as many people as possible.
We are working for an inclusive, vibrant, and affordable city, a city for everyone, not just a few. We acknowledge there are a variety of obstacles facing members for our organization and residents of our city that are both institutional and systemic, and we must commit ourselves to working against these obstacles in all forms.
We are a movement of social change. We undertake together to build a kinder, more just, more equitable city. All right, it's me again. Thanks, Jennifer. Late night at council last night. So next we want to introduce the staff, and I think this is Zoe. Is that? Yeah. Oh, I remembered Zoe's name. That's incredible. Come up and tell us what's going on.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Zoe. I am the front of house supervisor here with the college tonight. Before we begin this AGM, I'd like to go over some housekeeping notes with you all. If you could all take a moment to silence your phones and your electronic devices so you don't disturb the meeting. And if you need to leave the theater at any time, please use the entrance that you came in from. And finally, please help us keep our theater clean. Please remember to dispose of all your waste in the proper bins. And that is everything from me. I will hand it back over to OneCity. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Excuse me, I've just got to peer around and work out what I'm pointing at, which is you. I'd like to draw your attention to our ASL interpreter here. And we have friends at home and online using live stream with picture-in-picture on YouTube. Oh, yeah, forgot like the most important bit that I underlined especially. At this time, I'm happy to report that all requested accessibility needs of members have been accommodated.
Thank you, Lucy. Wow. All right, how many of you have heard of Adrian Smith? Yeah, I know. Adrian needs no introduction, but Adrian is our chair for this evening's annual general meeting. Adrian brings a wealth of experience chairing many OneCity AGMs, union and political conventions across the country. We're so lucky to have Adrian with us today. Please help me welcome Adrian.
Thank you, friends. Let's start by thanking particularly the unionized IATSE staff crew that is here making this meeting for us, the OneCity staff, and all of the volunteers who made this meeting possible today. I am in a spotlight, and I can see some of you. I would welcome a motion to accept the agenda. The agenda should be projected on the wall behind me. There it is for folks who can't see it. It calls for a welcome. Oh, that happened. A call to order. Hello. Approval of this agenda. Then we're going to talk about the very exciting minutes of last year's AGM. We'll review the financial statements, which I know is why some of you came today. We'll have some reports. We'll elect some directors. We're going to announce who will be the next mayor of Vancouver, and then we will adjourn. Did I see a motion? I see it moved and seconded. Those in favor, please show. Thank you. Down. Opposed? Amazing. We've passed the agenda. Give yourselves a hand. You also will have received the minutes. I would entertain a motion to accept the minutes of the last AGM. Thank you. It's moved and seconded. Discussion on the minutes. Those in favor of adopting the minutes of the last meeting, please show. Thank you. Opposed? The minutes are carried. Thank you, friend. The minutes are carried. Thank you, friend. We're now going to move on to the financial reports. I'm going to call Michael Hughes, who is going to deliver the financial report to you on behalf of our treasurer, Jason Talkman, who can't be with us today. Please make Michael feel very welcome.
I'm perhaps the one person who came for the financial statements. Next slide, please. I'm a past treasurer of OneCity. And Jason is online to help me answer any questions if required. Anyways, I think this last year has been a great year, financially speaking, for OneCity. There was a by-election which dominated our finances, I would say. And that's why you'll see at the beginning of the year, we had $131,000 in the bank. We had $291,000 received, and we spent a bit more than that, a lot of that getting ready for elections. And at the end of the year, we have $130,000 ready for the upcoming election. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Thank you. So this is actually a pretty big year. These numbers are slightly different because these are the numbers if you clicked the donate button in 2025. This is where your donation would go. We don't necessarily get all the money in the bank right away, but we raised over $300,000 last year, $324,000. So that's a good start. And particularly at the end of the year, we did really well. So on the last day of the year, $17,000. So thank you for all the people who helped out with the fundraising. I know it is often a thankless job. Next slide, please. So the balance sheet, of course, our books are actually separate school board and Vancouver elections. So in our City of Vancouver elections, we have $91,000 at the end of the year. School board, we have almost $40,000 in the bank on December 31st. There was a small amount owing. Can we take the next slide? School board, of course, we have a campaign to elect school board trustees. However, in the last month, we've also been continuing to fundraise. We have $100,000 in the City of Vancouver bank account, $45,000 in school board, making $146,000 is what we have to date. Next slide, please. Now, I know that the writing here is small, so I will just go through some of the highlights. Income, it's mainly donations. There's a few miscellaneous things I can explain if required. Our expenses, again, mainly staff. Payroll was $91,000, which is 31% of the budget. Professional services was largely hiring people on contract for the election, and advertising, $63,000, which is 22% of the budget. I should also note maybe an unusual item, donations. OneCity donated $1,000 to Filipino BC last year. But otherwise, the income, $291,000, is pretty much the same as the expenses, $292,000. Thank you. Next slide, please. Not many more slides. This is just to show how we do on monthly donations, which are, of course, very important to give us a predictable source of revenue for the year. So please sign up if you can. We have money coming from Nation Builder accounts, and that is $3,800 a month, and also electronic fund transfer, $2,600 a month, making a monthly income of $6,500 a month. So thank you for all of those donors, 268 or 78 so far. Hopefully we can increase that. I think that may be the last slide. Is there one more? Oh, okay, so motion to...
There's a motion to accept the financial statements. Moved and seconded. Are you able to take questions or should?
I can take questions.
Are there questions? Not seeing anyone leaping to a microphone. So we're going to take the vote on the financial statements. Those in favor, please show. Thank you. Down. Opposed? Amazing. Thank you, Michael. It's now my extreme pleasure to welcome the co-chairs of OneCity, Kara Ng and Liz Locke. Under their leadership, our party has experienced a historic growth in membership, and there's some money in the bank, as you just saw. I'm really proud to have these folks be your co-chairs and come and speak to us. Let's hear it for them and their report.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kara Ng, pronouns she, her.
Hey, y'all. My name is Liz Locke. My pronouns are she and they. We are your OneCity co-chairs, and we are here to present our very riveting annual report.
Our executive director, Vana Orecchio, she continues to amaze us with her innate political talent and hard work. She, along with others, poured an incredible amount of energy into organizing tonight's AGM, and we want to thank her, Jillian, and the rest of the team for doing such a tremendous job. Next slide, please.
Pretty good. Yeah. So, does anybody remember how we kicked off 2025 with the spring by-election? Ringing any bells? Through the efforts of many, including Lucy herself, we were able to elect Councillor Maloney to the seat once filled by Christine Boyle. Ring any bells? No? We did that not by a shabby margin, and we did that with some other progressive folks in the room tonight. Can we have our next slide?
Next slide, please. In other news, you may have heard that we made the decision, the first time ever in our party's history, to run a mayoral candidate. In addition to our two formidable mayoral candidates, William Azaroff and Amanda Burrows, there are also a number of you here in the room who have put your names forward to run in our council, school board, and park board races. And we are so proud of our field of exceptional candidates. Thank you so much for stepping up.
I love this. We just keep getting applause. It's so great. In this past year, we organized 2 extremely successful campaign schools, and those were used as training events for candidates and for volunteers to build up their campaigning skills to get us ready to win this general election in 2026. Next slide, please.
We'd like to acknowledge the contributions of a few of our outgoing board members who had to vacate their seats before the end of their terms. Thank you, Lisa DeClear, Najat Komnenik, Aman Singh, Bal Sandhu, and Ashley Fair for the energy and the time that you've put into OneCity. We're so grateful to know that you're still around and that we are spoiled because we get to continue to work with you in other capacities. Now, in order to fill these vacancies, we had several interim board members step in. Thank you to Latia Fleming, Jared Foreman, Matthew Wigmore, Hermender Kelly, and Flossie Baker, who so willingly offered their expertise in service of this organization and this city. Our current treasurer, Jason Talkman, has decided that he'd like to step into another role that you'll hear more about soon. Thank you to Jason for all of the diligence and the care you've shown to your role as treasurer and on the executive.
Could we have our next slide? Oh, love it. So there's been some significant interest in progressive unity. Does anybody want to hear about that? Maybe? We really want to assure you that we have been working very hard and been very active on this front since last summer. We are obviously in conversation with COPE and the Greens on how to accomplish that. And one thing is that we want you to know that we continue to hear from members and residents about their concerns around vote splitting. It's not lost on anyone. Not wanting to hand the city back to Ken Sim and ABC, we take those worries very, very seriously. And we hope to be providing you on an update, with an update about that very soon. So we're going to be delivering a brief report on behalf of all of our various committees. If we could flip the slide. Each of these committees and caucuses has contributed a vital part in keeping this organization moving and growing. So please bear with us as we share just a little snippet about what each of them do.
Over the past year, the Education Caucus has supported the work of Trustee Jennifer Reddy in a variety of ways. We helped craft her motions for increased public participation and supported members of the public to speak as delegates at school board meetings. We've also developed a robust engagement strategy where we invite members of a variety of community groups to attend meetings and support them through the process. And now I just want to say that because we had to pare things down for the purposes of this presentation, Ed Caucus does so much more than that. So thank you so much for all the work that you do on that, Ed Caucus.
I'm going to share a little bit about the Labour Caucus. I'm very proud to be a union member and proud to share in about that. We will take questions at the end of the committee reports, but for now we're just going to continue to move through them. So the Labour Caucus has been working on the Talking to Workers project, which is back for version 2.0. And we're looking to hear from workers about what they need help with and they want to see changed in our city. By continuing to talk to workers and build trust, we can build policies that represent and respect the issues workers face across our city, so we can address them and improve them when we win at council, at school board, and parks board this fall. The Labour Caucus continues to host some very excellent fundraising events with the Labour and Friends barbecue this summer. In the spring, we hosted a Labour Caucus Labour for Lucy brunch, which was very delicious. And these events are open to all members, to friends, neighbors, workers of all types.
Park Board Caucus. In 2025, we reinitiated the work of the Park Board Caucus, building the membership and analyzing the decisions made by the currently elected Park Board. As the Park Board Caucus is still growing, we're actively seeking new members. We have meetings on the Sunday before Park Board hearings. We'd love to have you there.
Okay, you're gonna keep your applause going for this very excellent next group. The Data Committee, yeah. This could be a room of very fun-loving political dorks, so let's talk about data. Data would like to share a big thank you to everyone who has been involved with the Data Committee. The current focus is getting ready for the next election. We've been supporting the transition to both new fundraising/donation platforms and a new canvassing voter contact system. By building mapping projects with the goal of making it easier for canvassers to get access to apartment buildings. It's a bit tricky. Last year, we supported the 2025 by-election field effort put out this summer survey and supported the fundraising team. They sure did. I'm going to talk a little bit about fundraising, because who doesn't want to raise some money to win an election? The fundraising committee owes a very big thank you to you, our members, our donors, the people who got those numbers that we heard from Michael Hughes and the diligent work that Jason did up so high. This was our largest, 2025 was our largest fundraising year ever. And that is really thanks to donors and supporters, people who care about moving us across the finish line. The OC fundraising committee continues to hustle hard behind the scenes, and in your inboxes, you'll see quite a few more appeals coming forward from us this month and next for that little old general election coming up in 248 days, or 8 months and 6 days, depending on how you want to cut that. We hit our most generous donation day ever, well, so far anyways. You might have seen it on the slide with Michael, raising over $1,700 in a single day. That's some pretty big moves. Thank you, friends. 17,000. That is more of a big move, actually. That's also more than some other parties in this city raise an entire year. So that gives you a little bit of perspective of just how hard we're hustling and how much people are contributing and generating. You can see on the slide here a few asks that we have of you. Be mindful that this year your maximum donation amount is going to be $1,429.70. You can do that twice because, as you already heard, you can donate to school board and to council and parks board. So if this is the year, become a max donor. Do it twice. We'd love to have you. You can also do a few other simple things. We're going to need fundraisers all year long, and if you have time to phone or text bank, please reach out to us and let us know. We'll be getting started with that again in March, so pretty quickly here, and we would really love to have your support. You can also host a house party. We did the Labor for Lucy brunch, things like that, bring people together to meet candidates from council, from Parks Board, from school board, and help push them over the finish line is really what we're looking for. You can get involved and learn more by emailing very simply info@onecityvancouver.ca and toss in fundraising support in the subject line so we can find you and connect you to the committee.
So this is the Communications Committee. The Communications Committee had a successful year in 2025 as we capitalized on the by-election to grow our name recognition and reach more members in Vancouver, which is what we will continue to do this year. We've worked with the Council Caucus and Ed Caucus to ensure that we are able to accurately portray both electeds' excellent work and to build momentum. We want to extend our thanks to Sophia for coming on board and helping out with social media work.
So the Engagement Committee had a fantastic year participating in community events across Vancouver. We engaged with members, supporters during phone calls, text banks, maybe some of you got a text or two, throughout a busy summer. We also established a cultural working group, meeting with stakeholders in their communities to learn about the issues that matter to them. We've also been organizing monthly pub nights. Has anybody been to a pub night? Maybe? They're pretty fun. The next one is next Tuesday, February 17th at Brew Hall Pub. More details will be coming to your inbox soon.
The Nominations Committee formed in November, setting the policy for the nomination races. For the first time in OneCity's history, this includes a mayoral nomination race. The committee has worked hard to ensure fairness and a race in which all members can have confidence. The committee has also overseen an independent and confidential vetting process that ensures our nominees are of top caliber and are ready to work hard for people in Vancouver. Next slide, please.
The Elections Planning Committee. You can hear this theme really coming up a lot in the committee reports. The Elections Planning Committee came to life in January of this year, and it's a group of OneCity volunteers and paid staff responsible for getting the campaign off the ground in this pre-election period that we're in. We are excited about the months ahead. If you're interested in getting involved with any of these committees, or caucuses, you can get in touch through that info@onecityvancouver.ca email. That's info@onecityvancouver.ca.
So we're close to the end of the co-chair report. I do want to say that we continue to be in awe of the way you keep coming back and showing up to this work because of your love of housing and reconciliation, because of your love of public education, and because of your love for the city and its people. To the many new faces joining us tonight, welcome, and we are beyond thrilled that you're here. So thank you so very much for your time and for staying tuned for this entire presentation. Thank you.
Thanks, team. I think we all care about public education. This is the time to have a motion accepting the report of the co-chairs on all the committee reports. I see it moved and seconded. This is also the time to ask compelling questions of your co-chairs. You might save some for the electeds if that's a better time to ask them questions. They're coming soon. There are some floating mics on the floor. There are 2 of them. You could indicate your intention to ask a question to a co-chair or not. I'll give you a minute to indicate your interest. I'm told that the mics are up here somewhere. We'll have our hardworking crew find those mics for us. Members who would like to ask a question, you'll wave your paw. We are ready with mics, but I don't see a speaker, so we're going to move to the vote on adoption of the co-chairs and committees reports. All those in favor, please show. Thank you. Down, opposed. The reports of the co-chairs and all of the committees pass. I'm particularly delighted that there was at least one picture featuring a dog. Now back over to our co-chairs. Thank you, friends.
One other thing is that I really want to take the time to acknowledge our friends at COPE who came out tonight to be here. Councillor Sean Orr is here, who has worked so closely with Lucy. Tanya Webking, who is the outgoing co-chair for COPE, who I've had the privilege of working with. And 2 more candidates who I think you'll probably be hearing about as their campaign rolls out. It's so great to have you guys here. Thank you very much.
So we are going to ask our very excellent electeds of OneCity to come back to the stage and share probably more riveting reports than what we offered you. If we could please have the formidable Jennifer Reddy and the wonderful Lucy Maloney please come and join us on the stage.
Where is Lucy Maloney?
I think she's just taking a moment to come up.
Oh, okay.
Come up after you.
Okay, sure. Lucy, come on up anytime. Don't leave me up here too long, because I will ramble. It's nice to see everyone. Thank you so much, Liz and Kara. That is a real exciting time right now that you've outlined, and so much work. So thanks to the folks that were all recognized. I just want to take a moment, because that's really exciting when you've been in the party for over 8 years. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm feeling really good. How many of you have been to a school board meeting? Yeah! Yes, represent. I'm so happy because it used to be very lonely, and it's not lonely anymore. As both Liz, hi Lucy, come on up. No, not at all.
Wanted off.
No, you're always welcome. Thank you for coming back. Lucy came back. Thank you. As you know, it isn't always a very easy task at the school board, but I'm really pleased to give you a brief update on what's been happening in the last sort of 12 months. Every annual general meeting, we try to do a good job of balancing the reality of what it's like at that table, celebrating the important work that we do here as a party that doesn't always translate to the wins that we deserve and that Vancouver residents deserve at that table. So I want to recognize that. Yeah. Thanks. But first, a little brag. Let's start with Councillor Lucy Maloney. She's only been at City Hall since the by-election, and she's already used her seat to advocate for renters, vote for housing, vote against austerity measures that are resulting in budget cuts and layoffs as we speak, and defending the downtown east side from land speculation and unnecessary rezoning. That's Lucy. What a badass. So I will take, yes, I will take questions. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Vic. We will take questions. So for the school board, though, and I do want to recognize City Council and school board are so intertwined, even though our tables are separate physically. But over the last 7 years, we've learned a lot about the elected folks at that table. In particular, in this last term, I myself sit as the single OneCity seat. I'm joined by my colleague, Susie Ma from COPE. Yeah. I'm very lucky to have a seat at the table with Susie. However, I'm also up against two Green trustees who vote alongside ABC. Giving ABC an effective supermajority on school boards. So this is a major problem and has blocked a lot of important work from happening at that table. So currently we have myself, one COPE seat, which I mentioned, Susie Ma, two Greens, which vote with ABC, and 5 ABC members, 2 of which have kind of defected, but essentially to say that we really have a difficult time having open, transparent decision-making processes and making sure the school board is a welcoming place, which, let's be honest, that should be the bare basics of what a school board looks and feels like. So we don't have that right now. What we do have is a total disregard for public service, public workers, people who are trying to access public services like education, school fields across the city, public buildings, using our public spaces for childcare, after school care, play spaces, are all being locked out from us. So it's been very difficult to watch those decisions take place. One of the most recent, which we just heard, was the Fleming land decision. That was a giveaway of a 99-year lease for $8 million. Very shameful, right after community members for years have advocated to protect. So I just want to finish my report, but I will come back for questions. And I wanted to say that this was just right now, today, is on the heels of the decision to give away Carlton. So if some of you know, Joyce Collingwood is a very dense neighborhood, lots of immigrant communities, lots of people with families, and a transit-oriented zone with high density. And that 6-acre school site was voted to be permanently closed by ABC and the Greens. Yeah. Very shameful. It could be a site for so many public amenities, and it doesn't have to be that way. And as I mentioned, that these spaces that could be used for play space, for school fields, for childcare provision, instead we're treating childcare providers like tenants. We're increasing rental rates. We're not working with them as partners to support the same kids in the same community. Very shameful. I want to say that our recruitment and retention level of teachers, support staff, and building services workers is at an all-time low. We are getting into subcontracting out cafeteria jobs, for example. We've eliminated the living wage, and we continue to defer maintenance on buildings. So you'll continue to see that happen in our communities, not just affecting kids today and us as community members, but long into the future unless we change things. I do hear people try to come and speak to the school board and they're also being turned away or told that their concern is not for the elected trustees, it's operational. So when you hear these comments or you feel this in your community, please come forward with folks. Bring them to school board meetings, connect them with me, with the Ed Caucus. This is what's been so valuable about our work, is that we're building a movement. We're not just trying to solve things one person at a time, but people's experiences are intertwined. It's not just school board or council or parks. They experience the city as one place. And so we want services and programs to match their hopes, their dreams. We want fields to be permanently opened. We want to protect land from long-term leases or sale. We know that right now transparency is non-existent, that the democratic processes have also been failing us because they're not being protected and slowly eroded. And we're busy planning fireworks at City Hall instead of working for people in our city. So our job as OneCity, in my view, and continuing forward, is to connect those dots for people, to make sure they're invited in, that no matter how large or small they feel their issue is, that it matters. We're gonna validate them, and we're gonna help them get a resolution to the kinds of situations that they're faced with. We deserve a thriving public education system. We deserve thriving public services, and we deserve to support workers who do this for us every day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what keeps me going back. I know I had a long list of sad things, but I want to let you know I love representing OneCity, all of you members who are here, who are online, who are not able to join us. And the Ed Caucus is the reason that people are able to come forward and get help navigating systems. They want to have their voices heard. They deserve to have their perspective on the public record and responded to. Some of the basic ways of how you feel valued in the community are happening because of your OneCity Ed Caucus. So I want to make sure that we recognize that this work doesn't happen with just me. I'm supported by all of you. A lot of you have advised me on many things, so I'm sure we've worked together. But we can't only have these wins for individuals. That's not good enough. That isn't institutional or systemic change, and that's what needs to change in 2026. We do need to maintain open decision-making spaces, so that means teachers, support staff, and building service workers, parents, community members, and kids actually feel that this is their system, that these services are working for them, and that's what will make a long-term difference, not these piecemeal changes. So I want to tell you, how are we going to do that? I think in the next several months, our main job is maybe 4 things that we can do. As you know, there's lots of folks running, there's important board positions and volunteer positions within the party, but talk to your neighbors about what's happening in their community, what their experiences are at school, with childcare, with accessing public services. But be ready to point to specific examples. I hope I've given you some specific moments in time at the board table that people are feeling, and they're talking about this in their community. So when you're knocking on doors or talking to your friends, family, and colleagues, bring up those specific examples. Ask them if they know how school board members vote or if they're guessing on their ballot. Unfortunately, we do hear that. So I can't wait to hit the doors with you. I want to connect with you. I want to connect with our neighbors. Thank you for trusting me and for allowing me to do this work. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks. Now, you'll get to hear from Councillor Lucy Maloney. Give it up for Lucy.
Thank you. All right, this could be challenging. We'll see if I can avoid having my laptop slide off, but if it does, I guess it'll make a big bang and be super exciting. Thank you, Jennifer. You've always got my back. Thank you so much to everyone for being here tonight. I would like to start by taking a moment to thank Jennifer Reddy for continuing her passionate work for quality education in our public schools, despite fierce headwinds. And I'm especially grateful for her recent fights to retain school land at Fleming and Carlton elementary schools. I know I'm pushing really hard to help build homes, affordable homes, close to our schools, in walking distance of our schools. And so I can see the long-term vision of us needing to retain our local schools for our 15-minute neighbourhoods and So it's really essential that we make changes on school boards so that we can get in and make sure that we retain school land for education for our children, not for making up for the lack of government funding coming from the province for education. And that's where we should be pushing. So we appreciate you so much, Jennifer. What an inspiration. I was elected 10 months ago, it feels like longer, after an intense campaign where OneCity really proved that it is capable of getting people elected. On the morning of the 15th of April, 10 days after the by-election, I was sworn in, and also Sean Orr, who I think might have wandered off, but he was here. Oh, you're here. Hi, Sean. I have to point out that Sean actually wore a tie today, and I feel super special. Thank you. Thank you. I know that's a big effort. Anyway, we were sworn in on the morning of the 15th of April, 10 days after the by-election, and then after barely having time for a bathroom break, we sat down in our chairs. I was right on the end next to the Speaker's podium and started our very first council meeting. And that evening, we both helped to approve the Jericho Lands Official Development Plan. "11 days later, on the evening of the 26th of April, I received a call telling me that the hugely successful, joyful Lapu Lapu Day Festival had ended with one of the most tragic events in Vancouver's recent history. I went to countless memorials and community events in the following weeks to help comfort grieving community members, and that's why I know that a lot of people will be very much affected by the events at Tumbler Ridge, and I know that you have that community in your thoughts. So if anyone is affected by that as a result of the proximity to our own events in Vancouver, please reach out if you need any support. I want to say how grateful I am to my council caucus, my small circle of volunteers who help me prepare for council meetings and help me with my social media, because it doesn't come as naturally to me as I would like, so I need a bit of help and support and prompting, and who provide top-tier emotional support when I need to vent to people I can trust. I'm so proud of the work we do together. They help me to make courageous political choices that align with our strong progressive values and remain consistent with what credible experts tell us really works to address the challenges we face in our city. Since April, I've moved motions about housing security and tenant protections and affordability and traffic safety and business efficiency and transit access and reliability and more traffic safety. I've cried in council chambers an embarrassing number of times, mostly while introducing my traffic safety motions. I've voted for affordable homes and for tenant protections. I've voted for thousands of homes close to transport, employment, schools and amenities, because that's the type of decision that will allow people to stay in Vancouver. This past week, I moved an amendment to Ken Sim's motion to spend $2 million on one night of fireworks. I proposed redirecting that money towards Vancouver's arts and culture festivals, events and organisations. And although Councillor Orr seconded that motion, ABC voted it down. But thanks, Sean. I've also given countless visitors to City Hall my very special tour, which involves pointing out the unicorn on the city's gold ceremonial mace, riding up and down in the mayor's elevator and banging the gavel in council chambers. Our work on council is pushing ABC to show their cards and reveal what they really stand for, and I strongly believe that the voting record we're creating will be instrumental during the election campaign. I work closely with all the non-ABC councillors. It's complicated and tricky that we're members of different political parties, but even though we don't agree on everything, I know that we can be more effective through a coordinated effort. I'm so proud of the calibre and number of nominees we're attracting for our candidate positions across school board, park board, council, and our competitive race to be OneCity mayoral candidate. Yep, you can clap for that. And I've been thinking a lot about the qualities and skills a good mayor is likely to need. I can't emphasise strongly enough that Vancouver's next mayor is going to need to be a team player. A good mayor needs the leadership skills to work across the aisle with members of other political parties, to navigate relationships with community groups and businesses and advocacy groups, to advocate to and cooperate with other municipalities and senior levels of government, to communicate effectively, to work effectively with staff, to manage conflicts, both internal and external, and bolster morale when the going gets tough. They'll need to lead with empathy and deal with intense and unrelenting criticism, both fair and unfair. Those kind of skills are the ones you need for leadership roles, especially in large values-driven enterprises and community organisations. They're the type of skills that our two mayoral nominees have in spades. It's not about shutting down people when we disagree with them. It's about finding solutions to issues that prevent many Vancouverites from meeting their basic needs and living well. Winning this October is going to take everything we have, and the stakes are too high for us to fail. We have to stop Ken Sim and ABC from continuing to make decisions that hurt people in our city. Everyone knows about Ken Sim and ABC's biggest controversies, high-profile integrity issues, bungled task force barrage funding approvals, the austerity budget, and the pause on net new supportive housing approvals, the private gym and the blinding white sneakers at the Remembrance Day ceremony. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. ABC makes decisions week in and week out to entrench the advantage of the city's most wealthy and privileged members and relentlessly undermine efforts to help people with the fewest advantages. It's easy for those of us who are more involved in municipal politics to fall into thinking that everyone can see that Ken Sim and ABC's faults and weaknesses as well as we can. There's no way Ken Sim will get re-elected, people say. But Ken Sim and ABC are desperate to get re-elected. They have access and resources, and they are working incredibly hard to win a second term. Not all of our nominees are going to become OneCity candidates, and that is going to hurt a lot. But once that sting subsides, we're going to need everyone to pull together as a OneCity community and reach out to all of our friends and neighbours and colleagues and community contacts. It's the only way we can avoid the crushing disappointment we all felt in 2022 when ABC won by a landslide. When I decided to join OneCity, it was because of all of you. I truly believe that the strength of OneCity is its members, all of you, experts and community voices, stewarding the vision of what our next council, park board and school board should be. Everyone in the broader OneCity community, I almost got to the end, has their own strengths and passions and contributions they can all make this election year. I'm asking all of you to contribute your unique skills, talents and capacity to make sure we come together as one city for everybody this October. Thank you.
For folks who can't see at home, there was just some big claps for our electeds. That's lovely. I will ask the vote lights to come up so that I can see that there's a motion to accept the report of our electeds. It's moved and seconded. There are some roving mics. We can ask them our pointed questions if you have any. I'll give folks a second to identify themselves if they would like to ask a question of their electeds. in this mortifying public forum. They are also very kind people, and you can write to them and they will answer your question. I'm not seeing any speakers, so we're going to vote to accept the report of our electeds. Those in favor, please show. Thank you. Down. Opposed? It carries. Congratulations. Thank you. It is E minus 248. And you can do your part by starting to get ready for the campaign by being very excited about the election for directors that's going to happen right now. And while our hardworking team makes that ready for us, I would like to take a moment to recognize Salishan caterers from Musqueam who provided us with that fantastic bannock many of you enjoyed. And now on to a fun election. I will point your attention to the board behind me that tells you that we are going to elect one co-chair, one treasurer, one membership secretary, and 8 members at large. I will start with the elections for co-chair. I declare the position of co-chair vacant, and I make a call for nominations for the first time. I see that there is one nomination for co-chair, that's Liz Locke. For the second time, are there nominations for the position of co-chair? For the third and final time, nominations for the position of co-chair? I declare nominations closed. I assume from their name on this screen that Liz has agreed to stand. I will declare Liz Locke acclaimed as your co-chair. We'll now move on to election for the position of treasurer. This is a 2-year term. There is one position. I declare the position vacant, and I'll make one call for nominations. I see that there is a nomination for treasurer, Neil Jennings. For the second time, are there nominees for the position of treasurer? For the third and final time, are there nominations for the position of treasurer? Seeing none, I will declare nominations closed. I will presume from Neil's name on this board a willingness to stand, and I will declare Neil Jennings acclaimed as your treasurer. We'll now move on to the election for the position of membership secretary. I declare the position vacant. I'll make a first call for nominations. I see Will Schelling has been nominated. For the second time, are there nominees for the position of membership secretary? For the third and final time? Seeing none, I'll declare nominations closed. I'll declare Will Schelling acclaimed as your membership secretary. We'll now move on to elections for 8 at-large members. I will declare those at-large positions vacant, and I will open nominations. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 names. I will read them for you. They are Allison Atkinson, Florence Baker, Natalie Cushing, David Chudnovsky, Letitia Fleming, Jared Foreman, Harmon Moon, Jason Talkman, Matthew Wigmore. For the second time, are there nominations for the 8 positions? For the third and final time, are there nominations for the position of member at large of OneCity? I will declare nominations closed. I will presume from their presence on the list that all 9 nominees have agreed to stand. This means we have an election. We will be voting by simply voting. Ballots will be sent to the email that is associated with your membership. If you are having, it's the one that got you into this room, so you know which one that is. If you're having difficulties voting, there are people in the lobby who will be able to help you. Cool, happy? The names will continue to be displayed on the board. We're going to leave voting open for 10 minutes for you to cast your vote for 8 at-large members. I'm also to remind you this would be a good time to powder your nose if you have to. And the reason that we're having a long break is because the hardworking crew needs to move some things, and I've been directed to tell people who are part of those things who are going to be on stage that you should please gather in the lobby. Which means voting for the positions of at-large members is open. We will see you back here in 10 minutes. If you have problems, you can make your way to the lobby. Happy voting noises? Excellent. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Thank you, friends.
baggage claim. You follow. It's a thing you do. Stay awake 20 hours just to see firsthand Carol was talking about and read the book that I lent to you. Haven't read them yet. Give them back. Increase the pay. I will. Most in our town says ours is a heavy heart to hold. So when I get home, I will buy him a wheelbarrow. Living room. Fall apart. Fall asleep. Away. Paragraph in the New York Times about all of your friends living real life. Chairs. This won't hurt a bit. The old picture. Mom's old photograph. This won't hurt a bit. This won't hurt a bit.
Are you on the side of undecided minds? Circles round we go, trying to make a line. One is one too much, losing sense of touch. All you've ever known comes around to show it's something else. Crooked backdrop, shiny Dr. Martin high tops, circle straighten to the endless standing. Daughters flirting with the leather lads in glasses, choosing pictures over words. Are you on the side of undecided minds? Drink it all away till day turns into night. One is one too much, losing sense of touch. Soulless instruments, get your point across. Crooked backdrop, shiny Dr. Martin high tops, circle straighten to the endless standing. Daughters flirting with the leather lads in glasses, choosing pictures over words.
Thanks, team. Welcome back. I have the exciting results of the board elections I know you have been on the edge of your seat waiting for. It is my profound pleasure to thank for their work in advance and to congratulate Alison Atkinson. I'll ask you to hold your applause until the end. Florence Baker, Latia Fleming, Matthew Wigmore, Natalie Cushing, Harmon Moon, Jason Tuckman, and David Chibnosky. Thank you. I'm going to now invite our electeds to come back. All right, they're right behind me. I can't see what's happening back there. Thank you, friends. Make them feel welcome.
I guess we're saying something. What does the clipboard say, Jennifer?
Oh, let me see. This part.
Shall I sing some hold music?
Yes, we should.
Oh, here we are. I think we're on here. All right. Right, you might have noticed a lot more people on stage. I want to introduce to you the currently approved candidates for OneCity nominations. We are so honoured and fortunate that such a committed, brilliant group of people have put their names forward to run for council, school and park board nominations. You'll be hearing a lot from these folks in the coming months as they compete passionately for your trust and support. All right, do you want to, well, I did that. Do you want to start reading some of them or do you want me to?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
You practiced.
I practiced, all right. That's relaxing for you to listen to, isn't it? Jennifer is at the moment taking photographs, so we shall pause just for a minute. And I will read the names. Caitlin Stockwell, please wave. Ashley Fair. Azim Ali. Iona Bonamy. Jarrett Hagland. Michael Tan. Russell Wong. Peter Waldkirch. Alma Vala Corrales. Fabian Contreras. Aaron Chapman. Christopher Lee. Krista Sigurdsson. Sherry Brashears. Steve Cardwell. Rory Brown. Kareem Hasib. Vivek Khanna. Tyler Peterson. Dominic D'Onofrio. Hawk and Coyote.
This isn't even all of them. The stage was too small. So please pay attention in the coming months for even more folks to put their names forward. If you'd like to run with our incredible team, please email nominations2026@onecityvancouver.ca. We would like to introduce now the powerhouse of all powerhouses, Giovanna Orecchio. Giovanna!
Thank you. All right, folks. I'm going to announce the results for the contested mayoral nomination vote. I cannot believe how many people are here, by the way. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is amazing. Our party now has more than 2,800 members. And in this ballot, 2,594 people voted. were eligible to vote, sorry. And 2,267 people voted, okay? That is an 87.4% turnout. We love democracy. I want to congratulate Jennifer Reddy on being nominated with 97.8% of the vote. And I want to congratulate Lucy Maloney on being nominated with 96.5% of the vote. Now I'd like to ask Amanda Burrows and William Azaroff to join me out on the stage. Give them a round of applause. Okay. Aren't they great? I want to congratulate both Amanda and William on running inspiring, disciplined, amazing nomination campaigns. And huge congratulations to their respective campaign teams. I found it inspiring to watch both of you campaign, and we are so lucky to have you in our party and in our movement. Thank you. Okay. With 929 votes, Amanda Burrows, and with 1,324 votes, 58% of the vote, William Azaroff.
Good evening. They did write something down here for me that I will read because some of it's business, but I just wanted to say a few words. It is such an honor to have done this. I can't quite express the joy I feel and honor to participate in our democracy to take back this city from Ken Sim. And our campaign has always been about heart. The city is full of people with heart. And when I think about this movement that we're creating and in this room and this energy, I think about all the volunteers that supported us, supported me for a different way. Thank you so much to the countless hours, your ground game, you inspire. Friends, the stakes are so high. We cannot handle 4 more years of Ken Sim. And what I am here to do is to advocate, as I always have, is to unite the city in the progressive project, to lift my gratitude for Cope and the Greens that are also here tonight and in this city, because we do this work and we do it together. We have got to unite. We have got to unite. We have got to evict Ken Sim. And that is our project. And you have to keep your eye on that project. And I want to congratulate William, who I quite like. And your team, congratulations. I mean, what a joy, the learnings, the gifts. This has been so incredible. And just want to end on that. You are going to find me tomorrow where you always find me, and that is in community. And I am keeping something very clear in the work that I'm going to continue to do, which is we come up on our 10-year anniversary of a drug overdose crisis. I am going to spend and keep spending time ending this crisis once and for all. It is time. It is time. And if we have a people-powered movement and a progressive movement, all of you can help support this too. We have got to evict Ken Sim, and I know that you folks can do this in this room. You've created a movement. Thank you. What an honor and what a joy. My heart is so full. My heart is so full. And I have to read something. This is, an AGM business thing. And I'm not wearing my glasses, so it's okay. Heather, no, it's okay. And thank you to my parents that are somewhere. All of us came together, and we must. I love it. Good stuff. I said that, I think. I, Amanda Burrows, move to unanimously adopt the results of the mayoral nomination vote with joy in my heart, my blessings and love to all of you, and especially you.
The resolution has been moved. Is there a seconder? It's moved and seconded. The motion is in order. All those in favor of making the results for our mayoralty candidate unanimous, please show. Down. Thank you. Those opposed? It carries. It's unanimous. Good game.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Before I start, I just want to take a second to recognize that we are here in the shadow of the tragedy in Tumbler Ridge, and our thoughts are with everyone in that community. So I think we need to start with that. Okay, first off, thank you to Amanda for running a truly great campaign and for bringing energy and a different perspective to this campaign to help shape this race and to help build this party. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight and for showing up over the last 6 months in ways big and small to help build OneCity. I want to thank my good friends, my family members, my early supporters, many of whom are here tonight. I want to thank them for their support and encouragement. I want to thank the OneCity board who have administered such a phenomenal process. Thanks to each one of you and to the newly elected members who volunteer their time to build this great party. I want to thank my entire campaign team and all of the volunteers who have seemingly come out of nowhere to give of themselves because they believe in this party and in this campaign. I want to thank Lisa DeClear. Yes. For being a magnificent campaign manager. It was Lisa's interest in managing this campaign that convinced me to go from being a skeptic to a candidate and to a nominee. I have learned so much from Lisa, and she's been a wonderful partner and a steady hand on the tiller for this entire campaign. I want to thank Andrea Reimer, Christine Boyle, and Mike Harcourt for their early support and encouragement to run. Mike was my first political crush when I was young, and his support has meant so much to me. I want to specifically thank my mom and my sister who are here tonight. They've been with me since literally the beginning. I mean, quite literally. I want to thank my son Ivan for his passion, his love, and his care, his sense of humor, and his incredible talent, and his almost immediate support. Right? Did take a minute. Ivan turned 18 on election day in 2022, and we went to a bunch of events, met the candidates, hung out for a bit, and because of Ivan, I went from being a supporter to a member, and now to being your nominee. I want to thank my wife, Amy. I wouldn't have agreed to run without her support. I love you, Amy, and appreciate all that you've done for me and our family. And the last person I want to thank is the first person I actually wanted to thank. On August 13th, 2025, Vana Recchio asked me to get a coffee. For those of you who may not know, and you all do at this point, Vana is our excellent executive director, and Vana asked me to run for mayor. And at that time, I said no, because saying no was easy. But over the following weeks, I kept coming back to it. And once that seed was planted and a call to public service was made, especially at this time in this place, I felt I had to answer. Now, almost 6 months later, almost exactly 6 months later, here we are, and we're in such a great place. We are in such a great place because we can win this election. I joined OneCity initially because I was so impressed with the people. The people are joyful and smart and engaged. It is amazing to be around OneCity people. And we, all of us, and there are a few folks here from the Green Party and COPE, and thanks to Councillor Sean Orr for coming out tonight. We have members here who found their home nationally with the Greens, the NDP, and the Liberals. We've talked a lot about uniting the left over the last several weeks, and that is important. And we have a bigger opportunity in front of us. We can unite Vancouver. And we're going to start with these great candidates behind me. I want to take a minute to recognize every one of the people who stepped forward to run for OneCity Vancouver, who are here tonight on the stage with me right now. I want to start with our incredible incumbents, Vancouver City Councillor Lucy Maloney and Vancouver School Board Trustee Jennifer Reddy. Now, we want to build schools that are welcoming, safe, and vibrant learning environments. And with this team, I know that we will. So help me and welcome the exceptional candidates for nomination to become OneCity Vancouver School Board Trustees. And our city is nothing without vibrant parks and public spaces, and we need a team that will focus on parks, pools, and places to play. So please welcome our candidates running for nomination to become OneCity Vancouver's next Park Board Commissioners. And a mayor needs a council. And I know this is a team that can deliver a pro-growth, pro-housing, pro-worker, progressive majority on City Council. So please welcome our candidates for nomination to become OneCity Vancouver's next City Councillors. Okay, let's hear it for the candidates. When I say one, you say city. One. City. One. City. One. City. We have a team of amazing people who have worked for years to build this party up. To all the volunteers and board members and former candidates, to the candidates standing on the stage with me right now, to Vana, to Jennifer, to Lucy and Christine, thank you for all you have done to build this party and to get us to this moment. So as you know, my name is William Azaroff, and I am your OneCity Vancouver candidate for mayor. I was raised by a single mom, right over there, who works as a nurse at GF Strong for nearly 3 decades. I'm the husband, yes. I'm the husband of an amazing wife who served for 22 years as a public school teacher. I am the proud dad of an artist and performer who is trying to build a life in the city that we all love. I've spent my career bringing people together to get things done in independent film, in community finance, and in affordable housing. I've lived and led progressive values in my work. And over the course of this campaign, we've grown this party from just a few hundred dedicated members to more than 2,700 strong, and we are still growing. We are arguably the largest and fastest growing political movement in the city of Vancouver, or really anywhere at the local level across this province. While other parties have followed our lead, we are the only party running a contested nomination for mayor, for council, for park, and school board, and we are just getting started. Ken Sim was elected on a promise to get back to basics. He ran on common sense conservatism. And all we've seen from Ken Sim and ABC has been mismanagement, a lack of focus, and quite frankly, a casual cruelty that I find offensive. Ken Sim and ABC have canceled and blocked social housing.
Shame, shame.
Ken Sim and ABC have done street sweeps against our most vulnerable neighbors.
Shame.
Ken Sim has overseen a fractured and broken team where he's lost half his caucus, and now he's trying to get votes with a budget that people aren't buying. Shame indeed. The casual cruelty, the blanket cuts, the layoffs to city workers, it all has to stop. Now, throughout this campaign, I've spoken with hundreds of OneCity members, and I hear it again and again. People feel like the city is running on fumes, like our best days are behind us. But we here in this room, we know that's not true. We know that OneCity can return confidence and leadership to the mayor's office and to the council chamber. We know that our best days are ahead. And to get there, we need to have the courage to invest in ourselves and to start to build again. We need to build OneCity where we can all belong. This party has it within our grasp to bring the city together around common themes of making the city work again, building things that people need, listening to the people, and ensuring that those who are struggling to get by have a partner at City Hall. We're going to do that. The people in this room, standing alongside the thousands of new members that we're gonna sign up, people who don't even know that they're OneCity people yet. And all of us are going to campaign on ideas. We're going to listen. We're going to lead. And you know what else? We're gonna have fun. We have to have fun, and that joy will be infectious, because if we don't bring joy and fun into politics, well, we have seen what a joyless mayor and council looks like, and we want no part of that. We can do better, and we will do better, not just with our policies and our plans, but with our approach. I am up for this challenge because I know you'll be with me. And I know that you're up for this challenge too. In this campaign, I promise this party and this city a pro-growth, pro-housing, pro-worker, practical progressivism. That means childcare by right, to get daycare and family neighborhoods, across the city and tackle the 7,000 space deficit that's forcing families to drive to the suburbs to find care. It means launching a people's builder to build 4,000 affordable homes on city-owned land. So that we can keep public lands in public hands as a public trust and provide Vancouverites with hope for the dignity of a home. That means making the bus go fast by investing in Project Greenlight Vancouver and giving people a week of their life back from being stuck in traffic. And it means focusing on parks, pools, and pipes again to build back Britannia Community Centre. This city deserves a mayor and a majority that believes in Vancouverites. And I know that I am that candidate and that OneCity is that party. I know that OneCity values are Vancouver values. That safer streets are better streets, that every neighborhood in Vancouver deserves 6 stores and corner stores. that this is a city that embraces both reconciliation and climate action as moral imperatives and as opportunities to lead. So tonight, I'm going to ask you for the first time, are you better off 4 years ago, for today, than you were 4 years ago?
Hell no!
Hell no. Are you committed to doing the work that it will take over the next 250 days to make better possible?
Yes!
Are you ready to nominate more fantastic candidates from right here in this room?
Yes!
Are you ready to knock on more than 300,000 doors right across this city? Yes! Are you ready to carry our values, One City values, to our neighbors, to earn their trust and to win their votes? Yes. My name is William Azeroff, and I am running to be the next mayor of Vancouver as the head of a pro-growth, pro-housing, pro-worker, progressive majority. Join me, and together, let's build one city where we can all belong. Now, friends, one last thing. As I said off the top, we're in the shadow of a terrible tragedy at Tumbler Ridge today. And it is times like these, it's important to come together and take care of each other. Words are important, actions are more important. And right now, the thing we can do with the most impact, honestly, is to open our wallets. So today, I'm committing to donate $500 of my own money to the Tumbler Ridge Parent Advisory Council and who are working to support the victims and the community. And I'm asking all of you to join me. Please donate to help that community. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, team. All that remains now is to thank the hardworking IATSE crew, the ASL interpreters, the One City Board, candidates, volunteers, members like you, especially the folks at home. You are the first one with the best opportunity to go outside right now and choose the best spot on your lawn or in the window for your sign, and to start rolling your pennies so that we can take over City Hall, School Board, and Park Board for a progressive Vancouver. There's one more thing, and then we're going to do a little adjourn.
Oh, okay. I would just like to say on behalf of the employee of this theatre who will be responsible for cleaning up your mess if you don't, that we want to set an example and show that One City are very responsible and polite people, and clean up your mess and take it with you. Thank you.
A motion to adjourn is always in order. Is there such a motion? So moved. Seconded. Those in favor, please show. Those opposed, we stand adjourned. Thank you.
Over
to be chosen and then unchosen. They always gotta go when you want them to stay, so it's better not to love in case it's taken away. Just when you think you got some skin in the game, just when you think the tides are turning your way, just when you think you got a bird in hand, it's a shakedown, broken to a shell of man. So why melody choose me? Why melody choose me? I'm not the chosen kind. I'm messing with my mind.
Mélancolie, un jour s'achève. Mélancolie, on n'y peut rien. Chaque jour dans la fumée et dans l'alcool, on noie ses rêves, seul jusqu'au matin. Et chaque nuit, ça recommence pour torturer le cœur trop lourd. Le cafard dans la fumée et dans l'alcool mène à la danse jusqu'au jour. Demain il y aura de l'amour et de la lumière, peut-être bien, ça m'est égal. Barman jusqu'au matin, remplis mon verre. Je veux rêver que j'ai moins mal. Mélancolie, tu nous enchaînes plus fortement qu'un grand amour. Un beau soir dans la fumée et dans l'alcool, on noie ses peines pour toujours. Peut-être bien, ça m'est égal. Barman jusqu'au matin, remplis mon verre. Je veux rêver que j'ai moins mal. Mélancolie, tu nous enchaînes plus fortement qu'un grand amour. Un beau soir dans la fumée et dans l'alcool, on noie ses peines pour